Actually, indeed, what we are currently seeing is a constructive market environment. The last couple of renewals have been, in that sense, quite positive. We saw premium increases across the board, across various markets, various lines of business. But honestly, not due to COVID-19 alone. It's really a large number of natural catastrophes and other claims we have been seeing over the last years already, and a couple of other reasons on top of that, which really led to the effect that the market environment for the future now is pretty constructive.
Yeah, I noticed that natural catastrophes up to 474 million as well. Expenditure, major loss expenditure from that. But just going back, if I may, to COVID-19 as well. We've spoken a lot to the chairman and CEO of Lloyd's. We've spoken to others as well. Is your industry still seeking better clarification from the law courts about the rule of law rather than the rule of obligation? Because the fact of the matter is your industry has come under a lot of criticism for sticking to the rules, which I kind of think is perhaps a little bit tough in some ways.
But first of all, we pay what we owe. I mean, that's something which is pretty clear for us as an industry, and that's what we stand for. But then there are wordings around which are not very clear, and where obviously there are different views between clients and primary insurers. We as a reinsurer, we are closely observing the situation, and we potentially also affected by that. Uncertainties continue to be very high in the current environment. So it remains to be seen what finally will be happening there. But I think the basic principle is that we stand with our clients, we pay what we owe, and we support our clients in difficult times.
Christoph, we've got fresh national lockdowns in place now, UK, France, Germany. I wonder how different the claims will be in the fourth quarter versus the second quarter. What do you make of the differences this time around?
Yeah, I mean, generally uncertainties continue to be high. We just covered the topic of legal uncertainties also with respect to the past, but for the future, as nobody knows how COVID-19 will continue to evolve in the various countries you're mentioning, but also in the US or in Asia. In that sense, it's extremely difficult to make any projections or any predictions here. What we can say is that we changed our underwriting practice already various quarters ago, various months ago. And in that sense, over time, the exposure will decrease. But in the fourth quarter, still we are exposed in many lines of business, event cancellation being one of the most prominent ones. And therefore, we clearly have to be prepared for additional claims also in the fourth quarter.
Christoph, just very briefly, A68 is the name of an iceberg which has broken off the Antarctic and is heading for Georgia, and there could be an ecological damage there. But the fact of the matter is, it is another sign of concerns about global warming and that. How is your industry prepared to deal with the strange situation or the very tough situation that goes forward, i.e. more claims but better premiums as well? Again, is climate change going to be a very difficult period for the insurance industry, or actually is there an opportunity there?
Well, first of all, climate change is a big challenge for mankind overall. For the insurance industry and for us, I think overall it's neutral from a business perspective, but as corporate citizens, we are concerned, and we have been highlighting the issue of climate change for many decades already as Munich Re. We have invested a lot also in scientific research in that area. And of course, we update our models very regularly in order to make sure that in underwriting, we reflect the most recent knowledge scientists can give us. So we try to be really on top of top knowledge here on a global level, and try to cope with our responsibilities towards the society in warning regularly of potential impact of the climate change. And we are highly concerned.
A longer conversation on